He woke up, looking around him, dazed and confused, not quite understanding why he was where he was, or even quite who he was, having forgotten most things, or perhaps never even knowing originally. He noticed two figures standing beside him on the stone slab that he was laying on. A wizard that he recognized, a man with a staff of dark wood with a blue crystal ball at the top, and a woman, an elf, with long silver blue hair and red eyes. She held a dagger in her hands and positioned it above him. Adam spoke. Yes, he remembered his name. He said, "What am I doing here? Who are you people?" The wizard replied to him, "You are our son, and we have brought you here today to remove you from this world. As we have once brought you into it, we have now deemed that you are no longer needed here. You were a mistake, and this world is not meant for you." She began to pull the dagger closer towards him. Adam began to panic. He looked around frantically in the room and recognized a staff against the wall of the ruins. His staff. He pulled to it with his mind and summoned the staff to his hands with the power of the wind. He pushed the dagger out of her hands and stood up from the stone. "No, what are you doing?" she said. "You're supposed to be sacrificed. You need to die here." Adam pushed the staff against her and said, "What kind of mother are you to sacrifice your own son? I don't even remember my parents. I don't believe it's you two." The wizard cast a lightning spell towards him, but some form of barrier or spiritual energy blocked the lightning from hitting Adam. He turned around and cast a fireball against the wizard, which pushed him into the wall, singeing him. She picked up the dagger and quickly turned it towards Adam, but he proved the quicker and knocked her with the staff, pushing her a step back, then casting another fireball into her, which burst her into mist. Adam stood dumbfounded for a moment. Why did she just turn to mist? That seemed a little too easy. He then turned his focus towards the wizard, who was slowly starting to regain his composure. Adam walked around the stone slab, picking up the dagger and pressing his staff up against the wizard, holding him into the wall, sending him a small bolt of magical energy to paralyze him. "Who are you, really?" he asked. The wizard replied, "I am Guanus, your father, and you were supposed to die here. This isn't how things were supposed to go." Adam plunged the dagger into his chest, silencing the wizard. The wizard's body fell slump against the ground, but then quickly vanished, staff, clothes, and all. Adam took a look around the small ruins that they were located in, the stone slab, recognizing that this was once a piece of an ancient kingdom on the planet of Astra, now lost to the forest, overgrown vines creeping over the ruins. He looked around and recognized several magical symbols and etches on the walls and on the stone slab, recognizing this as a place of sacrifice. Adam didn't find any other traces of the elf or the wizard who was with him just shortly before. No trace of them, no clothes, no blood, nothing. Adam began to step towards the exit of the ruins and heard a voice in his mind echoing, a voice calling out to him. "Adam," the voice said, "I am Vacus, Lord of the Spirit Realm. I've helped you today and protected you. As I have a request for you, I would like you to go through this forest that you're currently in. At the edge of the forest, you will find a mountain, a fortress built into the side of it. Inside this fortress, you will find a gang of mercenaries who call themselves the Strikers. Speak to their leader, Vaku, and ask to join him. You will join this band of mercenaries and assist them in the coming days. I will once again reach out to you when the time is right to tell you more. Fare thee well, old friend. The voice went silent. Adam did not recognize this voice or why he called him friend, but he did have a sense to trust this voice and recognized the name Bacchus as indeed he was the Lord of the Spirit Realm, but not knowing quite how or why he knew that name. Adam proceeded through the forest for several hours and eventually reaching a walled fortress at the edge of the forest. By that point in time, it was night, and the rain had set in. Cold rain fell through the area. He knocked on the gate and waited for a reply.